We are back for round 3. We've got Samra versus Severo Prince. It's Affinity and Jund again. All the Jund, all the time.
Cape Town, Jund City.
Cape Town, Jund City. Jund City, and I'm the mayor. Cool. So looks like both players are drawing the opening hands.
So
Yeah.
before, I'd be inclined to say that Affinity is sort of favored,
It's a lot. It's as fast. The Jund only has so much removal.
but I think with the current Jund list, because they're playing more Colligan's commands and
Yeah,
Abrupt
and we've got a
Decays
Bloodbraid.
and Bloodbraid Elf, I think Jund is actually favored, although it's probably marginal, like maybe 52%
I think I
versus
want this top
48%.
Just so we can see. Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner.
And Severo, the youngest player we have here today.
Yeah. Also, just completely. This is the first time he's touched the deck. I think he might have looked through it a little bit. Very inexperienced. Loads and loads of natural talent, but absolutely no idea what he's doing. So I think he's just shooting from the hip here. But he's doing well for himself. 2-0 at the moment. Excellent record for someone who's never played Affinity before, but he does have an affinity for aggressive decks, wide, lots of synergy, whatever you want. He likes attacking. He likes counting to 20 as fast as possible. Jay, with a little bit more reps with his deck, he's playing Jund. It's just a favorite of his. That is a land of sorts. I think it's an expedition.
I believe it's a Blood Crypt or
Blood
Stomping
Crypt.
Ground.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
that was
the first card you
fetch.
take is always Edge Champion, because that is the one card you cannot beat.
He seems to know. Everything else can be killed.
Yeah. And like the thing is, the current Jund decks have so much removal and disruption that
Yeah,
it's pretty hard for most aggressive style decks to actually beat them.
I think, if Jay does win this, his life total is going to be very low when he stabilizes. That's just the nature of this matchup. He's playing shocks and fetches and thought seizes. And Severo is applying pressure.
Attacking for 1, bit by bit, every single turn.
Little 2-point life difference here.
Yep. And he plays
dear.
Steel Overseer. And unfortunately for Jay, Severo did top deck Cranial Plating. And
There's
has
also
another land in
Inkmoth
hand.
Nexus on the table.
Those are WMCQ Inkmoth Nexi.
Nexuses?
And Nexi, surely.
Nexi, sure. Is that a double eye, single eye? I
I
don't know. I know they're just magic cards. As long as people know what you're talking about.
suppose like there would
What's in
be
the grip for Jay? It's
multiple
holding.
Nexuses.
Is that a brutality?
Looks like a...
Oh gosh,
Terminate.
this light is.
I'm pretty sure it's
terrible.
Terminate. I'm hoping it's not Abrupt Decay because he kind of needs that for Cranial Plating.
Sure. So we're just gonna deal with the excess glare. But between games, I think I'm gonna run over and try and put up the screen.
So yeah, that's
That is
attacking for 4.
a chunk of damage, and also a massive life point swing.
Another important thing, if you can't kill the
Vault
Cranial
Scourge.
Plating.
Oh, if you can't kill the cranial plating,
you always want
probably
to
have a problem.
kill the Vault Scourge during combat, as opposed to before. But Jay does in fact have Colligan's Command in hand, so it's a clean way to kill both creatures. Oh, it was a Twilight Mire,
Sure.
actually.
Goif.
And Jay opting to play
Instant
Goy.
sorcery land, creature artifact, 5/6
5
Tarmogoyf.
Power Goy.
Big guy. I think if he survives this hit, which is
Oh, he has a Bolt in hand, so he
is
definitely
fine,
kills the Vault
yeah.
Scourge before it hits him.
Severo with no red sources, unfortunately. Maybe he draws a Mox Opal now? No?
Nope.
Just another man land.
He has lots of Nexi. Inkmoth times 2, Blinkmoth times 1. Top deck the Vault Scourge. He attacks for 4.
Gets a bolt.
Unfortunately for Severo, is because he's relatively new to playing Infect, he didn't attack with any of his man lands as well. It's important to sort of always use your mana each turn.
He's using some of it. It's not great rate, yeah. I feel like that Colligan's command is just gonna send him back to the Stone Age here.
And Jay top decking Blackleaf Cliffs, which doesn't matter because his turn for his play for this turn is definitely Colligan's command.
I feel like it would be better. Don't offer the trade.
Kill Inkmoth Nexus, kill Vault.
Smash Shock.
Attack for 5.
And that's a 5/6 Goif.
Bash.
Let's get to work on that life total of yours. Severo back down to 18.
Severo
there's a Galvanic Blast. It's now active. I mean, the Glimmer Void makes the blast active. Perhaps block into Galvanic Blast to deal with a Goif.
Thing is, it doesn't actually kill the Goif.
Yeah, it does. It's 4 damage. Goif's on 5 toughness.
Oh,
it's 6. It's 6 toughness.
And Severo aggressively attacking with Nexi.
2 Ink Moths.
10
10-turn clock is not gonna do the trick here.
5-turn clock, it's infect.
Oh, fair enough. 5-turn
But
clock. Still not gonna do the trick
There's
here.
a Blood Red Elf at the top.
BBE into
Inquisition.
Show me.
Take away the. So Severo actually tapped very incorrectly there.
I think it's just a consequence of not having enough practice with the deck.
No, he just tapped one man, like one land too many.
Oh, it's not 2 to wake up, it's 1.
Yeah. So he actually had just Gulf Blast for his opponent. And Severo took 8 points there, going down to 10.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of damage.
Not much he can do at this point.
Ah.
But it goes back to a discussion I was having with a couple of the guys earlier. If if Affinity has its best hands where it empties its hand out,
it's
then
pretty
Junt
hard to
can't
beat.
handle
But the average hands is
But,
really
yeah.
what you want to be judging the deck on, because
all
that's
the
what it's
average
going to
hand-
get most
even,
of the
even
time.
some of the good hands, Junt can beat because of the amount of removal.
It's just packed
and
with
2 for
removal.
1s
Jund is like that, I think, a lot of the time. It's just, you draw a hand, it's got cards that if you sequence them correctly, you should come out on top.
Yeah.
And your game plan isn't super apparent from the get-go. You just play your spells and form an idea of what's going to happen, get information about your opponent's hand, and you play to that. And, eventually you get this chunky body down and you just tempo them out of the game.
I do believe Jay has a second Blood Red Elf in hand, so this is probably the
It's
end
probably
of the
just over. Bloodbraid into removal. So we're probably just going to boldly attack with the Inkmoth Nexus here. I think he's just started reading these properly now. He's keeping up a blocker.
Attacks for 2 infect.
I think this is 1. Just 1, yeah. Single point. Jay going to 3. But I think the writing's on the wall here.
J-Top takes land. It's not
Not
relevant.
particularly relevant. Bolt or removal spell should be good enough to close this out.
And now, even like into Lily.
That's a removal spell.
Inquisition, that's not good enough.
No. Cost it. I've got 10 fingers.
Attacks for 10. You have to jump block the Goif.
I don't mind jumping the Goif with the Inkmoth, with the Blinkmoth Nexus
Yeah,
here.
you block with the Blinkmoth surely. Ooh. No, that's a very aggressive block. You don't need to.
Takes 3 points of damage.
Untap jaw.
Cranial plating would be good
Thopter.
here, actually. I mean, that might... No, it wouldn't give him enough for the kill. I think that's over. I'm just going to go pause that game so I can get the screens up.
While that's going on, I'll just take you guys through deck lists. Of course, the deck lists are inverted at the moment. I'll just check that. So looking at sideboards, cards I'd like Jay to side in are probably Liliana the Lost Hope. It's pretty powerful. And then other cards include Ancient Grudge, because kills 2 artifacts for 3 mana. It's a pretty powerful card. Another card a lot of players I would suggest siding in, probably Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize although it deals you 2 points of damage, if you can strip one of your opponent's actual good win cons from their hand, that's a very powerful card. On Severo's side of the field, one can make an argument for Chalice of the Void, but for me that's not really worth it. Get up for 8th Grid, that's a card I enjoy seeing in this type of grindy matchup. Another card, probably Worship. Jay has to attack with damage at the end of the day.
Worship
So,
4 mana, right?
yeah, Worship's 4 mana,
And
gets
I
around
also
Abrupt Decay.
don't see any Maelstrom Pulses in Jay's
Yep.
75, so...
Oh, well, there's a 1 of Maelstrom Pulse. Giant
Oh,
standard
right there,
1 of.
sorry. There's a single one.
Um,
So a
Thought
man
cost
land
as
could
well.
keep you alive for a very long time.
Thought Cost also one of those cards you want in this grindy type of match. H Champion, just an all-star against 3 color decks specifically. Cards you want to side out from Affinity. You kind of want to trim on all those 0 mana
I don't
creatures
like
that
the
do
dorks.
nothing.
Yeah, this Mem Knight needs to leave.
Like, it doesn't even fly.
Ornithopt
It's-
is reasonable because you can put a plating on it and get attack. But the Mem Knight's never getting through. It's just going to chump block. Turning on your Mox Opal early is something that'll just happen as a side effect of playing this deck.
Yeah.
So the extra 0 drop is not that effective.
Players do look about... No, they're still busy siding. Severo deep in the tank here.
Absolutely no idea what to do.
May have been a good idea to give him.
Oh, he's taking out the Ornithopters.
Thopters. So the thing with Thopter versus Memnite. Memnite has a point of power which people can.
Yeah, it applies pressure early, but it gets outclassed by basically any creature.
So Don,
really.
quick rules question: does Grafdigger's Cage stop Bloodbraid Elf?
No. The cards are exiled. They're not cast from the library. The way the cascade mechanic works is you exile cards from the top of your library, and then you may cast the first one you hit that matches the condition, and or the rest of the cards go on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Sure. So they get cast from exile.
Yes.
In which case, I'm not too sure what I saw him side in, but I did see Chalice of the Void. And on 1, that's perfectly fine. I don't think Affinity actually has that many 1-drops. I think it's only Signal Pest.
Yeah, that's
And like Springleaf Drum.
I think he cuts the drums here.
Yeah.
You
Although I think it's his first cut is probably Memnite before Springleaf Drum. Because Drum is an artifact you can't
You
interact
appears to
with.
have taken out the Ornithopters though, which is what I saw. Maybe you bring in the Dismember. I don't know what you said while I was gone.
Yeah, so the thing
But
is,
it's probably Brutality's in from Jay.
Yeah.
If anything, a Kitchen Finks is not a terrible idea. Liliana the Last Hope is one hell of a beating against this deck. He's got maybe the Thought Seizures too.
Yeah,
Thought getting rid of that plating
pretty good.
early
glad we're on the same page.
on the draw. Not as effective. I mean, you
I
could
still
get
think
a
it's
past
worth
one.
it because you kind of just want to strip
Out all
any
the
of his
interaction,
good,
just let him have
good cards.
the silly vanilla creatures.
Yeah, because like, so Affinity can win without H Champion, Steel Overseer, Cranial Plating. It's just extremely hard.
Yeah, look, it's a synergy based deck. If you take out all of the synergy, you know, he's just kind of chewing at you with vanilla creatures.
So Severo keeping 6. Believe a 1-lander mocks a 0 mana creature, a 1 mana creature.
Mox Opal. Do we play the Ravager?
I think you can play the Ravager.
It's a 2 mana for the Ravager though.
So he has double mocks because they're both invention moxes. He gets to tap for mana, play the second one, tap for mana.
Maybe not an interaction he's aware of, but
Yeah, I don't think he actually saw that.
no, would be a bit more damage next turn.
Activate. This is very, very aggressive here from Severo.
Smash. 1, 2, 3 points of damage.
Jay's just gonna take it. It's only 3.
Where's that? Still not seeing it.
I think this just comes down to inexperience playing the deck.
Ah, he's considering it. Sure. Jay's got a lightning bolt.
End of turn, blow up your land.
Yeah, I feel like that's the good one.
Signal Pest is also a problem because it does pump each of
Yeah, the pest is
Severo's
gone.
creatures.
There's a Scavenging Ooze.
So Scavenging Ooze pretty good in this matchup, but gains life, gets big. Bob is also something you could consider because even though Bob makes you lose life, Jay's not at a point where his life total is that low, actually.
A champ. That's a card. That's a pretty good card.
Unfortunately for Severo, if Jay has double removal spell, that edge champion is going to die this turn.
I can't really see what the contents of Jay's hand is. I see Bob. I see what might be a collective brutality.
I saw Bob Goif and second Scavenging Ooze.
Okay, sure. Swamp. No. Tapped OT. Make another. Oh, it's a Goif. Sure. Let's make pressure. We've got 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
No point attacking because each champion has proc all colors at the moment.
I might have tested with the Scavenging Ooze first. Just to see what happens. We can always grow it. But yeah, I think this is fine. What is happening? So we've got the same bunch of spells. Mox Obel, Aquan, Ravager. In the tank. How do these cards work? I think he's trying to figure out a way to make the Nexus big enough, essentially. Now he gets to feed it. There we go. He's found something. Plays another Opal. Does Jay have removal?
I did not see removal when we glanced at his hand.
Yeah, there's a lot of things he could be doing.
So Severo being very, very aggressive with the sacks to the Aquan Ravager.
Yeah, I feel like he could be using the mana to wake up his manlands. Okay, he's feeding that champion. Wake that up before blocks. Woo! Oh no, he's in trouble now. But as long as he has a manland up to activate
Every single turn, he should be fine.
4, 5, which he does. I mean, he's got 3 manlands. Jay's on 12 here.
Well, Jay just stopped take Liliana the Veil.
Lily down to 1 here.
He gets to make a pretty big attack this time.
I sacrifice the... Yeah, makes the Goif no bigger. Let's see where we're at.
Unless Jay has Bolt in hand, I feel leaving up not green is probably an incorrect play.
Incorrect, yeah. Maybe just something for your opponent to consider. In with a Goif.
Leave Goif is 4 power?
He's a chunky boy. Do we have?
Steel Overseer.
Play the Steel Overseer. Probably deal with the Liliana, if we can. Although you can leave it alone for 1 turn, because the plus isn't really affecting you. So...
The plus is only hurting Jay at that point. Unfortunately for Severo though, making those aggressive sacks to make each champion a 5/5.
Yeah, it leaves him with so few options. I mean, he's got to attack, and that's pretty much it. He's put himself in a race, and now he's kind of living off the top of his deck.
He could still win this. Edge Champion is the best card in the matchup.
Yeah, he's attacking for a big number.
I think what Severo is probably considering is whether or not it's worthwhile activating a Nexus to kill Lily.
Well, he gets around that decision by just playing the Steel Overseer. But maybe not thinking that far just yet.
If Jay has removal, it's bad for him either way.
I don't think Jay has removal. And there's no way he can play around removal at this stage. I think he's just going to have to make a decision.
The thing is, though,
Oh, he's really stuck here.
yeah,
That's not
still Overseer.
characteristic for him, just sitting, not making decisions.
Still Overseer is the card Jay will kill first, regardless of whether or not it's like. If he has the choice of killing Steel Overseer Edge Champion, he can only kill Steel Overseer.
Mm-hmm.
The champion will eventually die. As long as it's not attacking him for 5 every turn, it's still fine.
Looks like he's idling towards playing. Okay, he's got it. He's played it. Wake up the Nexus.
Attack for 5.
In for 5.
That seems...
Make the Goyf bigger. Goyf only appears to have gone to 4 this turn.
Yep.
So Severo actually on 17, not what we thought he was on. This is a Bloodbraid Elf mana over here. 1x Bloodbraid Elf. Let's flip into removal. It appears to be a Brutality. Oh, it's a Bob. No, it's a Bob. Good Skrillex. My apologies.
Thing is, Jay's still pretty much ahead here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Puts him to 7, 8 points of life. Does a land off the top do this?
Nope.
Puts Severo to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
I think this is happening before damage. Jay is actually going to eat a creature.
Sure.
So, deal an extra point to Severo. Jay stays at 12 because he had to fetch, basic.
Okay, fair enough. Loses a point of life for...
So, Severo on 7. Multiple lethal threats at this point. Well, top takes a land.
And he's only got 10 damage at the moment. Not really where he wants to be.
He can pass the turn. If his opponent doesn't draw a removal spell, he gets to make all of his creatures bigger. He's not quite staring down lethal just yet.
I think he needs to get just one more swing in with that Edge Champion. Maybe leave up Inkmoth Nexus for a block.
Thing is,
he doesn't have the time to take another combat step. He needs to get in.
He needs to try and get in damage now.
Right now.
I think had he not attacked Lily last turn and instead attacked Jay, he could have actually won this turn.
I think we went wrong not playing the early Archbound Ravager.
Yeah, that too. I'm not too sure if he knew how that interaction worked, though, to be fair. It's somewhat complicated. That your mana doesn't clear from your Mox Opal. A lot of people don't realize that. Mana only empties the pool between phases
and steps. Right back in there. Fish tank, shark tank. Not really sure, but he's in it.
He passes the turn. So he's probably gonna wake up all his Nexi and then pump them.
Yeah, just to try and kill something, really.
And Bob reveals land. And Jay draws another land. I think it was another land.
Yeah, Justin's in a pretty good spot. I mean, he could just attack.
Yeah, because his hand is still Bob Scavenging Ooze, which is had forever, basically.
It's very, very reasonable. Just apply pressure. He's got good attacks. He's got very good attacks here.
One thing Jay has to remember is he can't actually eat the last Signal Pest because it shrinks the Goif by 2 points.
Fair enough.
So that Scavenging Ooze is just a 3-3 right now.
But it's big enough. It is big enough.
All out attack. See what happens.
I think... okay, so we wake that up. Block there. Block there. Block there. Is he gonna block?
I don't think he needed to block this many creatures. Because he's actually making it so it's pretty hard for him to win the game. Like, playing to not lose is fine, but if you can't win after not losing, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you can definitely eat it. It's fine.
Yeah, you can eat it now. Yeah, eat creatures. Make Scavenging Ooze. The problem is that only makes Scavenging Ooze a 5 power creature. And unfortunately, the way H champion works, it won't be dealt damage because of the protection. So, and also it's gonna get an additional.
Did Ooze just shrink?
Anyway,
I mean, Tamagotchi just shrank.
Yeah, Goif shrank down to 2-3.
So 3-4 at the moment.
3-4. Oh, there's still a Mox Opal. Never mind.
Okay, now we grow everything. And the Bloodbraid Elf should die. Bob should die as well.
All of Jay's creatures die except Tarmogoyf.
And he goes right back to having a Scavenging Ooze. Tarmogoyf just regrows.
Jay probably going to play out Scavenging Ooze.
And still pretending to have a Bolt here, which is really weird. Severo taking no damage off of that attack. I did not see what he drew. It's a Signal Pest.
And now he activates Nexus? No, he
can't. He needs to have the blocker.
Well, he could block with Signal Pest.
That's a push.
Unfortunately for Jay, that H champion is rather large.
Swinging in with a Scavenging Ooze here is a bad idea. The Goif as well. I don't think Jay has a good attack. Although the Tamagotchi is slightly larger, I don't think he's updated that dice. We've got an extra 2 points on it there.
So I think Jay actually needs to sort of, well, there's a Lily in the yard as well. It should be 5 power. Jay actually needs to like play the Bob in hand.
5-6. It's artifact, sorcery, instant, land, planeswalker. It's a 5-4, 5-6. My apologies.
Yeah, I do think Jay actually needs to play the Bob in hand. He wants to draw cards, even though it makes him lose life. His opponent's not at a point where he can instantly kill Jay.
Plating off the top makes it very scary.
It does make it scary. However, that's not quite lethal.
Yeah, it's not gonna get it. It's not gonna be able to equip. Actually,
I don't think
choked
this is
on
an
mana
attack.
here.
There's like absolutely no point attacking. His opponent's creature is a 6-6. His is a 5-6.
Play the Bob. Okay.
Plays Bob, passes.
And passes the turn. Let's see what he gets off the top. Can't see.
2 mana. Steel Overseer.
That's good.
He could end up
Pass the
stealing this
turn.
win. Not quite. I don't actually think so.
Flip it. Inquisition. Completely dead.
Dead card makes Jay lose 1.
Draws a land. How nice. And still no good attacks. We can grow the Scavenging Ooze here. And I think that's probably like the best tool
The
has
issue
here is the
is,
Ooze.
the longer he has no good attacks, the worse it becomes for Severo.
That Edge Champion is going to get larger and larger and larger.
A line Jay should have made, actually, the previous turn when he fatal pushed the Vault Scourge away.
Block the Goyf, block the Ooze.
Yeah, it was
Or
basically
is it block the Goyf, block the Bob? Ooze is going to get in for damage every turn anyway, so I feel like the Bob is the better thing to take off the table here.
yeah, just kill the creature.
Yep, that'll do.
And Jay will try and pump as much as possible, but he can only go up 3, so... or 4, sorry.
Well, if the Scavenging Ooze is dying, I mean if the Tamagotchi is dying,
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So you can just eat everything.
Severo will go down to 1. Jay's mana, unfortunately...
Do we see 4? Do we see...
Yeah, there are
4 green
definitely 4
sources?
creatures.
1,
There are
2,
definitely
3,
4
4.
green sources as well.
Yeah, sure.
If Jay had an additional green source, he would have won this turn. However, that is not the case.
A Darksteel Citadel would be a very disappointing thing for Jay to see next turn. It means the Edge Champion just never dies.
Ever again.
1, 2.
The thing is, this is relevant because Jay is going up that
3.
line. Whoa, you can't tap Swamp for that.
$16 points.
We're probably gonna need to
Okay.
stop. Okay,
And
sure.
the Edge Champion is still around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Severe down to 1. Oh wow. It's a game.
So I think
It's lifelink.
it's a blocker. That's the real thing.
Does he attack here? This is the question.
So I don't think he can afford to attack this turn.
Can you afford to do not attack?
The thing is, his clock is still a 3-turn clock.
Okay. Scavenging Ooze so
You'll
big.
lose to Lightning Bolt, you'll lose to Colligan's Command. That's something he can't beat at this point. And Jay just top take the land, not even bluffing
Passes
anything.
back,
Passes
wow.
back, Inquisition in hand.
Whoa, plating!
Well, now this Edge Champion
Plating!
is never going to die, effectively.
Oh no, I feel like that Volt Scourge is just gonna pound him right back into the game here. Jay has no good attacks. The Tamagotchi is bad. It's just bad here. Oh wow, this is actually happening. It's irrelevant how big your Tamagotchi is. Does the plating go in the Volt Scourge?
I don't think Jay actually has an out here at this point. He could maybe get a comeback with like Bloodblade Elf into Colligan's Command.
If he can
Like Colligan's Command is a beating, but I don't
use
think
the
it's quite
plating
enough.
to put himself out of Goyf attack range, he can just continuously attack with the Volt Scourge and use the Edge Champion to brick wall the Scavenging Ooze. I mean, Jay can only gain so much life.
Like, the thing is, Jay can't even attack now
If there are no good attacks.
because he's just trying to go up as much life as possible. It's currently 2, so he's on 18.
Click, click. Oh my.
Jay passes turn. Top takes a land.
Oh man.
It happens to
Attach
be an
plating.
infect land.
Attach plating swing.
Attaches cranial plating.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, it kills the Scavenging Ooze. 3.
The thing is, he
4,
could have
5.
attacked with the Volscourge first. And then He equipped to the Edge Champion afterwards so he can block the Scavenging Ooze. At the moment, he's just sitting on defense. The Vault Scourge is doing nothing. Now he's dead to a Bolt type effect.
That's an Ancient Grudge. He's dead.
Yeah, that
You're dead.
is game.
You're dead.
Unfortunately, Severo not gaining life this turn. Basically putting him out of the game. Kills the other blocker. You are on 1. You die. Well, I suppose there is a blocker in terms of the lands. He's not quite dead.
Dead.
He's not quite
dead.
I think not attacking was
Wake
a mistake
this,
though.
block, before damage, wake up the other one. Kill the Goyf. Block block the Goyf, come on. Yes.
Wave is a 5/6.
It will
Not
still die.
6 power. It's going to die. Okay. Waking up Inkmoth next turn.
To shrink, the Scavenging Ooze.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's correct because Inkmoth is one of the ways you
Wake
can
that
actually
up.
kill
Sure,
his
we have
opponent.
protection.
And it's pretty surprising that he actually saw that line.
How are you still alive? How are you still alive? He would have been dead to the Ancient Grudge had he attacked.
No, he would have been fine because he would have gained a bunch of life.
2 attackers getting through. Goyf plus Scavenging Ooze.
No, because the
All his lands.
the Edge Champion's still there. His lands were still untapped.
Yeah, but
Because he's still equipped.
the Edge Champion no longer has protection.
No, it
because
can
the
get
Ancient
protection
Grudge-
because he can wake up a manland.
Oh, no, but if he...
Because he had protection at that point. So
okay,
he
fair
has to kill
enough.
Cranial
Yeah,
Plating
if
first.
he just equipped to the Vault Scourge.
He then can't target Edge Champion.
What did he draw? Why is the Scavenging... Oh, the Scavenging Ooze grew again, sure. He's got a block with the Nexus here. No, he just gets passed back. Why did he board that in? Galvanic
I
Blast
don't quite think
ain't,
what players
ain't
where you
doing
want
nothing
to be.
here.
I'm not too sure why Jay is not attacking into this Edge Champion.
What player trades the board here?
That's this turn. But
There are no creatures in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, what a day! What a day!
And
What did he draw?
draws Inquisition.
Please removal.
Actually, no, the Inquisition's been in his hand forever, rotting. It was another land. Why is he not casting Inquisition?
Plating?
Costs plating.
Plating?
I don't think he can afford to cost plating.
Oh, Woodflare is not instant. I would have just attacked with the Edge Champion at this point, just to see, you know, are you going to block the Ooze or not? He's dead to Bolt. He's dead to Colligan's command. You like, there's nothing to do here. You just got to get in.
You need to try and make things work, but it doesn't look like that's working. A card that Severo could draw to save him is Mox Opal.
Darksteel Citadel, just as good.
Yeah, Dark Seal Citadel.
Blast for 2. Put it on the Scavenging Ooze. Smart. No, not smart. Targeting the Ooze, sure. So we have 6 toughness left on the Ooze. You can see my plating and my whip flare, and I will take the plating. Yep, as suspected.
I think Jay casts Lily, passes up. Lily is a way he can ride himself out.
There we go.
Basically.
And that should kill the Edge Champion.
Plus up.
Swing.
No, I still don't think it's a swing because the Scooz is only in 8-8, and it's already been marked with 4
It's
points of power.
6. But the -2 from Liliana is plus.
No, it still puts Edge Champion to a 4 power creature, so it'll still trade with Scavenging Ooze.
Scavenging Ooze has 6 counters on at the moment.
Yeah, so it's an 8-8.
Yeah, with 2 points of damage.
4 points
6.
of damage.
4? No, Galvanic Blast was for 2.
Oh, because
you
there's
didn't have
no,
Metalcraft
you didn't have
active.
Metalcraft. Right.
Yeah, you just
Keep forgetting the other words of text on that.
swing.
And now
Yeah, I think Severo's lost this one. What a game. Entertaining, definitely. Maybe not the cleanest Magic I've seen in a while.
plus up target single pest.
Bloop, dead. Very dead. Eats it, swings. Yes, you have to block. You don't have mana. What are you doing? Splat. Sure.
Pass the turn.
Life is over. Show everybody the cards. It's over.
What play for the play? Go.
Just cast it. And no, he can't.
He
because
can't.
He doesn't have artifact.
He doesn't have Glimmer Void. Right.
There's a Grafdigger's Cage! Good showing. Unfortunately,
Some
not good
awkward
enough.
sideboarding from Severo.
Severo. You'll get better at it. But it's nice to see him doing well. Putting him down a game. Jay up to 3-0. This is his best showing in a long time, actually.
To be fair, he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, I think he's quite happy about this. Yeah, we're going to be seeing you for game 4.
Yeah, match
In
4.
just a little while.